Oh my God, that's awful. That is all the grease that came from the knuckles here. Before I forget, I owe everyone who watched my last video an apology. I spread some misinformation and I was incorrect when I said a few things, so I just wanted to touch on that before we get into the video. What I said was that this Troopy body was taken off by Toyota Gibraltar at their facilities and then transported to Canada, where I then purchased it. That is not the case. I got that wrong. So what actually happens is Toyota Gibraltar does not take bodies off of frames and then sell them. They ship entire vehicles around the world to organizations that need them. They do not sell to the general public. So if you want one, or if you're buying one directly from Gibraltar, you have to be some sort of government or non-government organization, as far as I know. There is an organization in Canada that buys these full vehicles from Toyota Gibraltar. They then take off the bodies in Canada. So that's where I got it wrong. I got it wrong by saying the guys over at TGS take these off, and I have been corrected, and I apologize for spreading that misinformation around. So I just wanted to come on here and state that for the record. Anyway, let's get into this video. It should be a good one. All right, we are out in the garage for another day of work on the Land Cruiser project. And to be honest, my motivation is running a little thin today. It's been cold for a few weeks now. It's gray, and I'm just not feeling like being out here putting in any work. But I really want to see that progress in this project. I learn a lot throughout this whole process, more than just the truck and the mechanical side of things. I learn a lot about myself, and I like to share that because I think it's interesting. So I was trying to think of the lesson today that I'm learning, and I couldn't think of one. And all of a sudden it hit me. I don't want to be out here today. I don't have the motivation, but I'm out here anyway because I want to see this progress. You have to show up anyway, whether you're really into it that day or not. I have to get my butt out here. I have to put on all these stupid layers that I don't want to put on. My hands are going to freeze, but I got to show up because I know that I want that progress. I want to see the build continue. So that's what I've come to today, is to show up even when you don't feel like showing up. My ultimate goal here in the next couple of days is to get the chassis rolling again, because once it's rolling, I can roll the chassis under the body here and start measuring things up, and that's when I'll start to see some real progress on this thing. The first thing I need to do to get the chassis rolling again is to rebuild and reinstall the wheel hub assemblies, which includes bearings, races, and seals. Every component in these axles, from the diffs to the wheel bearings, will have been removed, inspected, and replaced if needed. I want the entire driveline on this Land Cruiser to be fresh and ready to tackle big miles. Got some bearings and races in. Going to knock the old ones out and pop these new ones in, get these things cleaned up and ready to go back on the axle housing. Full of bearing races. Now we have to wipe all of this old grease out of this thing because it was packed full. Overall though, this hub's looking pretty good. So we have our races in our hubs. Now it's time to add a little bit of grease, drive home the oil seals and the grease seals, put the wheel bearings in, and then that should be done. So I'm going to be using this red and tacky lithium grease, fresh tub of grease. Yep. This is a greasy, messy job. Rebuilding old Land Cruiser hubs is one of those jobs that sits right on the line between satisfying and slightly miserable. You're working through layers of decades-old grease, dirt, and wear, cleaning everything back to bare metal and bringing it back to life with new parts and fresh grease. Pressing in fresh bearings and getting the seals just right, knowing it'll run smooth for the time to come. But yeah, it's a full-on greasy mess. Rebuilding the wheel hubs is great, but if there's nothing to place them on, it's kind of a moot point. I get the rear axle slid under the truck and bolted back up to its control arms with some help from a friend, before getting those hubs placed back on the ends of the axle housing. We're getting so close to having a rolling chassis again, just a few more steps to go, one of which is rebuilding the front knuckles, another relentlessly greasy job. I went ahead and had my front diff rebuilt because when I took it out of the axle housing, the front axle housing, it was very obvious that the axle seal had leaked all of the grease from the knuckles into the differential, and it was a disaster. So I took it off to my buddy Alex, and he got back to me, and this is what he gave me. He gave me the front diff. He gave me the front differential back. It is all good to go, but I still have to clean out this nasty axle housing, and I'm not looking forward to it. But it's got to be done. Take a look at this thing. Oh my God, that's awful. That is all the grease that came from the knuckles here, in through the tube and into the differential. And that's what happens when that axle seal leaks there. So I'm going to be cleaning this out, and I'm not looking forward to it. Does anyone have a better way to do this? Oh, yeah. Alright, so now that the front axle is bolted up, I can get back to the rear axle hub install. But as I go to install these backing plates, I see how grimy and rusty they've become after years of use. So another side quest of cleaning things up before the hubs can go on begins. It's not always forward progress here. Oftentimes it looks like one step forward, one lateral step, and then one step back before another step forward. So let's do it. The kitchen sink has been commandeered to wash Land Cruiser parts. I don't think Alison's going to be too happy with this one. Side quest complete. Now let's install these hubs and get the preload set on these bearings. Installing fresh parts feels so good. I started this wheel bearing and hub assembly project with little motivation. After taking some small steps and getting warmed up though, and seeing a little bit of progress, my motivation to get this thing rolling again is definitely back in full swing. But there's still time for things to go wrong. Ugh, everything you just watched me do to put that hub on the axle, I have to undo it. Because as soon as I got that last nut installed on the axle, I realized that I messed up. So let me show you here what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this down in here. So you can see this gap here between the hub and the backing plate. And there's this gap here, right? And you can actually see down through the gap, and you can see the axle spindle, the bare metal back there. There should be a rubber seal that's sealing this gap so that dirt and water don't get in very easily. But with the seal that I have here, it's supposed to have an extra rubber lip on it to seal that gap up to prevent water and dirt from just getting inside. So I went ahead and ordered the right seal, the correct seal, but it's going to take a few days to get here. I don't know what this one is for, and I don't know why it doesn't have that rubber lip on it to seal that gap up. Super frustrating. But it is what it is. These are the kind of problems you run into when you're doing a build like this. I'm glad that I noticed it before I went ahead and installed the other side as well, but it is super frustrating because I was really hoping to get the chassis rolling out of the garage by the end of this video, but that kind of puts a stopper on things because I don't want to roll it out when I know in my head that I'm just going to have to take it apart anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and fix my error here, and like I said, I've got parts on the way, so guys, we are out of time for this video. I'm disappointed that I didn't get it rolling, but that's okay. In the next video, it will be rolling out of the shop. Next time you see this chassis, it will be rolling out of this garage, and it will be going under this body so we can mock it up, get some measurements done for some body mounts to drop the body onto the frame and really make some progress. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. We will see you in the next adventure.